Hey, before we get going with the championship wrestling action today, Lance has been telling you for the last couple of weeks that championship wrestling is cooperating with the nationwide effort to help locate missing children. Thousands and thousands of children missing nationwide. We're trying to kind of perhaps do our part to help out. Jerry Lawler is here with us right now with a friend of his. Jerry?
Thank you, Dave. You're right. I do have a little buddy of mine here, and I wanted to talk for just a second to Jason and to everybody out there. You know, there's nothing more important to anybody in the world than your children, and I'm sure you all agree with that. And the problem that is becoming an epidemic all across the country with children being kidnapped or coming up missing or running away from home is such a problem that, as you said, we here at Championship Wrestling with our Child Search segment are going to try to help out with that. And another way that we can help out with it, not only in broadcasting the information about the children that are already missing, I think the most important thing is to try to keep this kind of tragedy from ever taking place to begin with. And one of the ways we can do this is to help inform children like Jason right here and let them know how to keep themselves safe. And Jason, I just wanted to, what we're going to try to be doing from week to week is give kids like Jason some little tips. And they're very basic things. And of course, Jason, now, you know, I'm a pretty good wrestler, right? Okay. Now, do you know how I got to be a pretty good wrestler? I'll tell you how. It's remembering some basic things. Like when somebody goes to hit me in the nose, I got to remember to duck. And so the ways that you can keep yourself really safe at all times is to remember some basic things. And one of the things that we're going to try to tell you, Jason, and all the kids out there is the very first tip, and it's so basic and it's so simple, is just never, ever go up to a car that has a stranger in it, somebody that you don't know. Will you always remember that, Jason? Okay, if there's somebody in a car and says, hey, kid, come here, if you don't know who it is, don't go, okay? Will you remember that? Okay, and all of you kids out there, remember that. And every week we'll have some basic tips like that, and it'll be so simple to keep kids like Jason safe, and hopefully we won't have to be having child search segments on here very long because we won't have any more missing children, okay? Okay, Dave?
Okay.
Thank you, Jason.
Thanks, Jason.
All right, bud.
All right, we do want to take just a... By the way, we're 2 for 2. In the 2 weeks that Championship Wrestling has been cooperating with law enforcement agencies on this, we've announced 2 missing children, and both of them have been found within hours from the time they were mentioned. We thank you for your cooperation on that, and we're asking you to help again this week. We have this week's missing child. This week's missing child is Kim Jordan. Kim Jordan is 15 years old. She's been missing since October 16th, 5 feet 6 inches tall, 125 pounds. She has long brown curly hair and blue eyes, possibly headed for California. That is the number at the bottom of your screen. If you have seen Kim Jordan or have any information on where she might be, please call area code 901-528-8400. 901-528-8400. Kim Jordan is the missing child for today on Championship Wrestling. We thank you for your cooperation on that.
Are you through?
Yes,
Are you finally
I am through?
Man,
Yes.
I cannot believe this is too boring out here. You know, let me give you some tips, baby. First of all, if a kid looks like Jason, nobody's going to want to steal the kid in the first place out here, man. But let me just say this, baby. Let me just say this. This is, you know, I am so valuable to professional wrestling right now. You know, did you wake up this morning and see me on Championship Wrestling, Georgia? Tell me. Channel 17,
you were on the
55 million
Superstation.
people all over the world. That's right, baby. New York City, all over the world. You know, I'm a very, very important man. Rich and famous, and I'm telling you right now, superstar in professional wrestling. But you know what I realized? I realized something. I said, you know, when I go to these arenas around the country, all over, there's a lot of little kids like this Jason kid and stuff that are calling me wimp and sissy and throwing things at me. When I turn my back in the ring, I have the Jerry Lawlers and the Valiants and these type people trying to stab me in the back. You know, Jerry Jarrett, right? Big-time promoter. You know, he's got him a bodyguard 24 hours a day. Boy, he's got that house of his all lit up. He's got guards, guns all over the place. You know, even Eddie Marlin, man. Eddie Marlin's got him a bodyguard that goes around with him. The President of the United States, well, I should say the President's got one, but the new President, Mondale, because I'm telling you, he's going to win, hands down. There's no doubt about that. He's got bodyguards. Everybody has. Well, you know what I realized? I realized I am so important that I better get myself a bodyguard because, like I said before, you can't trust anybody anymore. You know, I was kidnapped not long ago by Austin Idol, and I ain't going to happen to me again. Now, see, there's those people again doing that. Well, that's the exact reason why I've got this man standing next to me. Come here, baby. This man is Dr. Detroit, baby. Don't listen to him. I want you to turn around and face this camera right now because I'm going to do something that's never been done before on TV, baby. I want you to take this mask off right here, baby. This, baby, is going to be my new bodyguard. Take your jacket off, pal. Take your jacket off right now. This is my new bodyguard. He's going to be with me 24 hours a day. Now, you know what I did for him, baby? I took him this past week, and I had his name changed because like every good lord, every good master, every good boss, baby, you give somebody a name that you love. You give somebody a name that's going to stay with you 24 hours a day. When I go to the bathroom, this man's going to be with me everywhere I go from now on. And nobody is going to call me wimp sissy no more because if they do, he's going to reach out there, bring you up to me, and I'm going to slap you all over the place. You understand that? Look at these guns right here, baby. You see this right here? Now, this man, like I said before, is big and he is bad. Kung Fu, karate. He was a professional boxer. He won 59 professional fights before he retired, baby. Now I want you to tell these people exactly what's going to happen to anybody that hurts me, baby.
All right, baby, this is what's going to happen. Anyone touch one string of hair in Mr. Hart's head.
That's right, baby.
We're going to knock you all the way back into next week.
That's right, pal. Next week. Look at these guns right here, baby. Now, one more thing that I want to get off my mind out here. You know, for the last year, I've been humiliated by Jerry Lawler. You know, he's got this Wimp Buster record. You go to any mall in the city here, and you see Wimp Buster T-shirts with my picture on the front of them. Yeah, laugh. Go ahead. Go ahead and laugh. Well, you know what? I decided today, I had a meeting with my first family. You know what I told them? I said, boys, it's time that we start to get going and we start doing something, baby. Start getting our act together. You know what I'm saying? So you know what? We made up our minds. Lawler, Valiant, Rude, Savage, from now on, anybody gets in our way, they're going to get run over, pal. Run over. And I've got something in store today for Mr. Lawler and Mr. Valiant and Mr. Rude and Mr. Savage, anybody, baby. You're going to see a new era in professional wrestling. So I hope you people stay tuned if you can keep awake out here from some of this junk that was on a while ago. Like I said before, my new bodyguard, baby. Show them these guns, baby. Show them to them. From now on, nobody touches Jimmy Hart. Nobody. That means nobody. You understand that? You understand it? Come on, Dr. D. Come on, baby. I mean, should I say Jimmy Hart Jr.? That's going to be his new name. I had his name changed to Jimmy Hart Jr. So when you call him, you say Jimmy Hart Sr. and Jimmy Hart Jr. Right, baby? Right, baby. And you master, baby.
That's right. You my
Hart, baby. Come on. Let's go, baby.
All right, Jim. Jimmy Hart with his new bodyguard, formerly Dr. Detroit, now Jimmy Hart Jr. and political endorsements and all sorts of stuff from Jimmy Hart. Let's get wrestling action underway here as we go to the ring. There they come, the Macho Man and Sir Lanny. This is going to be a one-fall, 15-minute time limit match coming up here. Introducing at a total weight of 504 pounds from Munich, Germany, Kurt Von Hess. His partner from Memphis, Tennessee, Keith Robertson. And going against him at a total of 470 pounds from St. John's, New Brunswick, Sir Lanny Poffo. And Sarasota, Florida, the Macho Man, Randy Savage. One fall, 15-minute time limit. Jerry Calhoun, the referee. The bell sounds, and we are underway as it's Sir Lanny Poffo starting against Keith Robertson. Lanny really going to work on Robertson back on the ropes and now hammering him with a right hand. Savage in to keep Kurt Von Hess out of the action. Lanny Poffo with Robertson down on the mat. Look out, Savage grabbing Von Hess, pulling him out of the ring. He got him down on the floor. Poffo with a cover in the ring. Count is 3. This one's over. Wow, Lanny Poffo and Randy Savage. There goes Robertson thrown out of the ring. While Randy Savage continues to punish Kurt Von Hess down on the floor. The match is over. Lanny Poffo and Randy Savage have won it. Time on the match, only 32 seconds. 32 seconds. Look out, Lanny Poffo nailing Keith Robertson down here on the floor again. There goes Von Hess and now Robertson headed out of the ring. Let's take a quick look at, well, the match itself was quick as Lanny Poffo, there you can see Randy down on the floor working over Von Hess, and you can see in the ring where Lanny hooked Robertson down. The referee told away at the 3 count, and that was it as Lanny Poffo and Randy Macho Man Savage get the win in the match. We're going to take a break. We'll be back with more champions. We got to take a break. We'll be back and talk to you in a minute. We'll be back in a moment.